Greetings, adventurers, and welcome back to the Crithalla Podcast, our little special holiday edition of the Crithalla Podcast. I'm your host, Ol Skipflack, and I'm joined by my two very festive co-hosts here today. We have Soto Stavi. Stavi, how are you, brother?
Hey, good, happy holidays, and all that good stuff to you and everybody watching. What's going on, guys? Do you like my robes? I added some tinsel.
I see the little shine.
It's got like a shimmer, like a glimmer to it. I'm in the holiday mood.
I see. Yeah, I could definitely tell. So fancy.
It is fancy. I did a lot of work on this.
And we're also joined by our other co-host here, Cosmic Key. Mike, what's up, brother? How are you?
Nothing much. Just being festive, and I'm not really wearing any tinsel or anything, but Gumbo has a little Santa hat on, so he looks adorbs.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Gumbo, the toothless mimic coming back.
oh, there he is.
Yes, I'm
Hey,
one
Gumbo.
of those proud mimic mamas, and I dress up my mimic.
You're a mimic
So
mommy?
mimic mama, yeah. He's adorable. That's all I gotta say. Happy holidays.
Do you put that on your Tinder profile?
Certified mimic mommy.
Pass. Next question. Pass. Next question.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't blow up my spot, guys.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, www.mimicmommy.org, just in case anyone. No, never mind.
Yeah, check
Only
it out.
mimics.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's taking it too far. Well, anyway, yeah, welcome back to the Crithalla Podcast. Thank you guys for coming back, and if this is your first time here, welcome. We run a show on here called DMs Discuss, and every episode we pick a specific Dungeon Master question or topic that we go over, but, you know, it's the holiday season. We're here in Yule, so we figured it'd be an appropriate episode to maybe talk, get into the holiday spirit and maybe go over our gift list, our gifts that we want for our wonderful Yule season.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Yule Claus, Krampus. I hope the gift giving gods come to us this day and give us all of our Christmas gifts that we want so badly, or Yule gifts. Yeah, Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah. I don't know.
Yule-miss?
Yule-miss.
Hanukkah.
Yule-miss? Crit-miss?
We are going to be going over our favorite items in Dungeons and Dragons today.
Yeah, these items are going to be basically our wish list for the holiday season. Things that, a respectable wizard, barbarian, ? Are you a fighter?
I know, I'm a barbarian.
You're a barbarian? Yeah. And an artificer? Mike, is that what you are?
Yeah.
Are you a wizard
we get
also?
I dabble.
Are you multi-classing?
No, I don't actually like multi-classing.
The truth comes out.
Oh no.
Yes.
Exposed,
guess
canceled.
Get done. I'm gone. I'm sorry, guys. I'm packing up. Come on, Gumbo. Get out. We're out.
That's it. You're done.
That's it. Take your gumbo with you.
Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Come on, Gumbo. Put your teeth back in. We're leaving. Come on.
Dude, could you imagine a mimic with like human-like dentures?
Oh no.
It would look
That'd
like a
have a hell of a
Studio
smile.
Ghibli character.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Yeah, it'd be like
Jeez.
no face almost.
Yeah.
So it's round, broad teeth. Anyway, yeah. So this episode, like Dan said, is pretty much just a list of our favorite items that we would like as good little D&D adventurers.
Yeah.
So all of us have compiled a unique list of some of the most unique and probably most powerful items that you can find in 5th edition D&D. Now, these items are going to be spread across the DMG, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and a couple of other supplemental official D&D stuff. But if you guys have any of your favorite items, feel free to share with us on Twitter, on our Facebook group, and especially once the video version of this podcast comes out on YouTube, share what you like, what your favorite items are.
Yeah.
Even share some of your favorite homebrew items too, because there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of imagination. So
Yeah, absolutely. So before we get into it, as always, speaking of the YouTube video, we always have a special little setting. So of course, since it is the holiday season, we're in this lovely little log cabin. We got the fireplace going in the background. Maybe we got some stockings in the fireplace.
yeah,
I just chopped down a tree yesterday. I put a couple candles on. I brought it in the house. It's great.
it's very cozy in here. I actually feel like I can finally take off my boots. It has been about a year, and these
You've been
boots
wearing
have
your
stayed
boots
on.
this whole time?
I have never taken them off.
This is dangerous. We are in an enclosed environment. This is not a good time for this.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna take my boots off.
No,
Well, they're not. It's not that bad.
Put it back on. Put it back on. Prestidigitation.
You're going back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Crithalla Podcast. We regret that they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Tune in next for the Gumbo Show, everybody.
Woo! Yeah, come see Gumbo and his adventures being a gumbo.
Being a gumbo.
That's his. Yeah, that's his
boy.
class. His class is Gumbo.
Watch him try to eat acorns.
Yeah.
Watch him try to eat a steak.
Yeah, with no teeth. What if we devolved into?
I have no idea.
This is what happens when we're festive, I guess.
Yeah. We're just really in the holiday spirit. So let's go over our gift lists. Why don't we?
Oh, absolutely.
So, let's start with Stavi.
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
What is one of your most favorite items in Dungeons and Dragons?
All right. Well, let me just pull out my scroll here.
Oh God. Oh.
It's a lot of items. Hang on.
Oh, gee, that is huge.
Okay. Where do I start? Okay. Well, at the top of my list, I remember when I asked for this. So there was this issue that I had with another wizard that we met before, when we were off in our own separate ways in a town. I walked into, let's just say it was a long story with my guild, okay, of magic casters and all this other stuff. And there was an issue. This wizard happened to be an elf. I have no qualms with elves, but this item could have definitely saved me a lot of trouble. So the first item on my wish list is the Cloak of Elven Kind.
Oh.
Found in the DMG page 158. For those of you who don't know, the Cloak of Elven Kind, while you wear this cloak with its hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks made to hide as the cloak's color shifts to camouflage you. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action. So if you're familiar with any of the Tolkien's work, specifically seen in action in Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings, all of the Fellowship, specifically the Hobbits, were given cloaks of elven kind. And they were able to hide in plain sight with these things. And honestly, I don't like talking to other wizards. No offense, Mike. You're cool. We got some history, but there's some people where I could really use a cloak of elven kind to kind of slip away from a situation where I have to talk to people, debate the nuances of metaphysics. I don't want to do it.
That's why I never join any of the guilds. I never join guilds. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Well,
too much of an effort.
It's a lot of effort, but that's what's on my list. Who would like to say their first holiday item wish list?
Well, how about Mike? What do you got on your on your very first page there? What do you got?
Well, when I was very young, and all I had to my name was my first pair of goggles, I wasn't the largest lad, and there were so many people stronger than me. Even other wizards were physically stronger than me, which is to say much, because wizards never eat, usually.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean, you should see Stavi, old knee buckling. He needs to eat more. But,
What? Huh?
What? Huh? The hearing's not the best either. Too many verbal components yelling it and stuff. So, I always wanted to even the odds. Iron Bands of Bolaro. And they are a wonderful, small, little, wondrous item. They deserve to be called wondrous twice. Little metal ball of tightly knit bands. If anyone's larger than you, anyone's stronger than you throw it at them. It wraps around them like a cocoon. They fall to the ground. They can't break out. Then you could, have them at your mercy. Do what you will. I always would like to just stand over them and say, how do you like me now? But that's just me. But
damn you and your superhero complex.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd rather be a superhero than a supervillain. For a while there was if and or, but I went on the right path.
That's fair.
And yeah, I mean, I would let them go eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, once they, learn the errors, you shouldn't pick on people. And, it basically brings people down to, a weaker level, and it just shows them that, strength isn't everything, and anything can pretty much be countered. So watch your manners.
That's wonderful. So I'm not familiar with that item. What is, so it is it just any creature? You just throw it around and it becomes just...
It's basically a small metal ball that looks like it's not solid. It's metal bands that are like a rubber band ball, but made out of metal. And you throw it at someone, stat-wise, I think up to large size, and the bands unravel and wrap around them. Not to the point where they can't breathe or anything. It just basically restrains them, and
like
they have to try to break out. Pretty much, yeah. It's basically grapple in a box. And you just take it out, you toss it. You can make saves to break out. In older editions, I stroke my graying beard. In older, not as gray as yours, Stavi, but in older editions, it would lower their strength to a number that didn't even let them get a chance to break out.
Whoa.
It would bring their strength down to 3. And once in second edition, if you had a strength of 3, you had no role to bend bars, lift gates, or break your bonds or anything. So they were just at your mercy until you released them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this item sounds familiar. I think this is how I met my first wife.
Oh.
Yeah. She used it on me.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was...
I thought there was a joke here, but this is just sad.
No.
Oh. Do you want to talk it out?
It's the holidays, man. I can't talk about this right now.
All right. Let's just say holly and jolly.
Yeah. Pulls out a picture of like a goblin.
Yeah.
And like strokes the little locket,
Yeah.
Oh, my beautiful Goblina.
Oh, Goblina.
The sad violin in the background.
That's a really cool item. Honestly, that's so OP. Because, like, how many uses does it have? Can you just keep using it over and over again?
You can keep using it, but if it breaks, it's broken. So,
I see.
I know that sounds redundant, but other people can break the person out, and once it's broken or someone does break out, it's destroyed. So
interesting.
So you have to use it carefully, because if they do break out of it, it's gone. It's just busted.
I kind of love that.
So it does have a downside. Like, you can't just be like, oh, it's a ancient dragon. He'll be like, no. Like, so.
So you can basically roleplay as nondescript pocket, well, let's not say pocket, miniature monster capturing device.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you can make mini monsters battle each other until they faint. using this item.
Is this a Pokemon reference?
I slowly look down at Gumbo. That's an idea.
Oh no. Gumbo, run!
Go! Okay, get out of here! Go!
Gumbo, run! There's just like a small chest waddling towards the door, and I'm like, where are you going?
Oh man, that's
You
good.
have a speed of 5! Get back here!
So, Mr. Ol,
Oh, hello.
hello.
Well, everyone came up with
Yes.
these. You guys came up with such cool backstories for your first item. So, when I was a wee lad back in the mountains of Faerun,
Pulls up a chair.
let me tell you a story.
I just sit on I just sit on the floor like with Gumbo on my lap, like petting his lid, watching.
Yeah, back in the day, there was I always watched these when I was a kid, these big dwarven men were always just so strong and so mighty, and they always have this cool dwarven attire, and they always look so amazing, and I always wanted to be just like them with a big thick beard and hardiness to themselves, and so because I wanted to be like that so bad, I decided that my very first item that I want is a belt of dwarven kind.
Ooh.
Yes. The belt of dwarven kind is pretty cool. While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Your constitution score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20, which is pretty good. You have advantage on charisma persuasion checks made to interact with dwarves. This is my favorite part. This really is my favorite part. In addition, while attuned to this belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one.
What?
Yeah.
We should put this on Gumbo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, we should. Come here.
We give him a beard.
I slowly hold him up. I'm okay with this.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on him. Oh, look at the little stubble that's
Yeah.
growing.
Oh my god, he's so adorable.
And he looks so mighty.
He's so distinguished.
Yeah. My goodness. Another cool benefit of this belt, too, is if you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing the belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison. You have resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision at a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish. So essentially, you gain a bunch of Dwarven racial benefits, which is it's pretty cool.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this. I love this item. I actually used this back in our original campaign. I maxed out my strength on my barbarian, and I just wanted to get to 20 on Constitution. So I found this, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I love this item. And it made my beard look so freaking nice. I think we even homebrewed it where it was like, yeah, my beard is just, like, I could be dirty as hell, but my beard is forever gorgeous.
Yeah, like you sprayed like Rain-X all over your beard hair. So you could be rolling around like in the mud, but like you have this giant shimmering like orange.
Everyone's jealous.
I like
Just put it that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe he's born with it.
Yeah. Or maybe it's dwarven.
Yeah.
But I like that it like gives you pluses to interact with dwarves, because like I picture like a dwarf's like, ah, glad I don't want anything to do. Oh, nice belt. Like it's just funny.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't know dwarves were such fashionistas. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, what is that made out of beholder hide? That's fantastic.
Yeah. Super cool item. I always liked it. I always thought that was just a very dwarven item. You can't get much better than that. So yeah, that's my first item on my my Yule list. Stavi, you want to hit your next one?
Yeah, let me just put down this cider real quick. Let's see what else we got here. Well, like I said, this is a long list of items, but we're just gonna. If I had to choose, for Yule Miss, my issues with my robes. They're constantly getting dirty. And honestly, they're pretty basic. They're basic in the sense that there's nothing special about them property-wise, but they look great. Look at this tinsel. I did this.
And it's beautiful.
Thank you.
It is.
Thanks. However, there is one particular robe that I've been eyeing up for a while now. I've seen it in old tomes and textbooks in the guild, and ever since I was a wee wizard, I have been drooling over this item. And maybe one day I'll get it. And that item is the robe of the Arch Magi.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Big boy.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I'm not a big fan of the colors. Of course, I would dye it probably, but I don't know. I have an aversion to white hooded robes, so I don't really like that whole thing. So, robe of the Arch Magi. This elegant garment. And let me pull out the D&D wiki on this.
Yeah. What's a wiki?
It's a type of creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouts like disposition at you, like it just gives you like information.
So it's like a magical tome that just shouts at you.
Yeah, it like yells like in a Brooklyn accent. It's like if you've ever no, that's not.
That's like Southern London. I don't know where that was.
Oi! He's all
Oi, mate! You have a sixpence? I'm from Manhattan.
If you've ever seen the Macaulay Culkin movie from the 90s, The Page Master, with all of the books that talk to him, it's like an animated movie. It's one of my absolute favorite animated books. Picture that. It's just a book with a face that kind of just screams at you lore. Yeah. So this elegant garment is made from exquisite cloth of white, gray, or black, and adorned with silvery runes. The robe's color corresponds to the alignment for which the item was created. A white robe was made for good, gray for neutral, black for evil. You can't attune to a robe of the Arch Magi that doesn't correspond to your alignment, which is kind of cool. You gain the following benefits while wearing this robe. If you aren't wearing any armor, your base AC is 15 plus your dexterity modifier.
Damn.
That's insane. So if you made a wizard character and just like aside from intelligence, you just put everything else into like dex, there's no cap, by the way. It just says 15 plus your dexterity mod. So you could have an 18 AC.
Damn. That's pretty
as a
good.
Wizard, not including like spells for stone form or stone armor or whatever, mage armor. You have advantage on saving throws against all spells and other magical effects. Saving throws on all spells.
That's nuts.
That's ridiculous. And in the way it's worded, it doesn't specify if they have to be like targeted or AoE or touch or whatever. Like there's no, it's just all.
Wow.
And your spell save DC and spell attack bonus each increase by 2, which is pretty nuts. Yeah. Basically, you become a god.
Yeah.
You become
a magical god.
Like a magical wizardy god.
Wow. That is
God
like
of the
that is the
robes.
coolest robe. Yeah, god of the robe.
God of robes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I also heard that it smells like salted pork.
Oh.
Like
salted
in a
pork?
Yeah, salted pork. I heard like in a good way, like freshly cooked bacon kind of. That's what I heard. I also heard that it also just smells to whatever the wearer wants it to smell like, so that way they can smell it all the time.
And just love every moment of life.
Yeah. So like if you put this robe like on a dog, it'll probably smell like peanut butter.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, because that's what the
Yeah, that is an insane item, honestly. I don't even think I've ever seen that in a game before. That's pretty cool.
I know I haven't. We haven't had too many spellcasters that have achieved like high levels enough to warrant giving them something like this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you give it to like a first level like apprentice. He just steals it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the second item on my Yule list.
Yeah, I'm liking them. I'm really liking the items. You get some powerful stuff in there. Very nice.
Now I want to have pork.
Yeah, salted pork.
Kind of hungry now.
A lot of Lord of the Rings references today.
Can I actually get rid of my robes of the Arch Magi and just put like a barrel of salted pork?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want the robes anymore. I just want pork.
Yeah, salted pork.
Just all of it.
We'll just put a normal robe around the barrel.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, it's like 2 silver.
So
we can
it's-
afford that.
Yeah, so it's super pork.
All right, very nice. Mike, what's your next item on your wonderful little gift list you got over there?
Well, I am a huge fan, always have been, of tinkering, uh, just making things, taking things apart, making them, seeing how they work, putting down my goggles, getting really intricate into things. I like golems, I like contraptions of all kinds, and I've always wanted. Um, Speaking of barrels, actually, apparatus of Qualish.
Oh.
What in the God's name is that?
Yeah.
Now, an apparatus of Qualish is basically a large metal barrel that you could sit in or lay in. It's got pincers like a crab, little legs. It's got levers inside. It's basically a walking robot that you could drive. Um, and it's not really that sturdy. It's not really that useful. But when in doubt, I always bet on robots and constructs because that's just the kind of adventurer I am.
Yeah.
And I would just like to ride that down a village, maybe have it like bounce a little bit, maybe let the front of it bounce a bit, blaring some music.
Yeah.
A lowrider crab.
Yeah, pick up some salted pork at the tailor because I guess that's
Yeah.
where it's made.
Wink at the ladies on the way by.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have Gumbo's head hanging out the window, getting some air in his face. It'll be nice.
Hell yeah. You can even put him on a little string and put him right on the visor. He can be dangling.
Oh, yeah.
He could hang from the rear view mirror like
Yeah.
fuzzy dice, dude.
Yeah.
That would be great. I think he'd like that. He'd like that a lot.
At first, I genuinely thought that it was going to be like a giant crab, like Gundam.
That's what I thought too.
I thought it was going to be like a mech, but now you're turning it into like a lowrider, and I like that better.
I like that way better.
Oh, and also, best part is that it can go underwater. It has a swim speed and it's contained. So I could
Oh.
explore. I could explore underwater because I personally dislike the ocean,
Same here.
and because underneath that surface, it's basically just a graveyard full of shit and monsters, and I don't want to swim in it.
Yeah.
But if I'm encased in metal with pincers, I'll go in.
You're gonna be the king of the ocean, bro.
Yeah, dude. Riding the yellow crab submarine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit down the chimney though. So I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But if you go outside and look in the parking, the driveway.
Oh, is it like those commercials where people get like a new car with a ribbon on it?
With a
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
red bow, yeah.
I'm tempted to run outside. I'm gonna go look.
Actually, it's just a horse painted to kind of look like a crab. It's got like funny little cardboard like hands on it. They look like pincers. We couldn't afford this, dude. We got
Did
your
you-
horse.
Did you actually right
I
now?
just actually, man.
Did you
I
Philip?
come back in. I open the door. Snow and wind is blowing behind me, and I'm like, it's just a horse.
it's just a horse.
And you see, and you turn around and you just see like this flump with like glasses on, and he goes, actually, this is actually a really nice stallion. I just bought it yesterday. The stable master said it's the best one, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. This was actually the king's Appaloosa horse.
I'm gonna slowly shut the door.
It is a level 7 equine, a noble steed. Okay.
You do the voice so good.
In the spirit of the season, I guess he can come in and warm his tentacles by the fire.
Yes.
It's like literally if cardboard existed in D&D, he's got like this duct taped like cardboard apparatus on like his side flanks, you know?
Yeah.
They're just like hanging off and just like really shitty looking. And he's like really doesn't want to be there.
No, not at all. He's not into it at all.
I don't know why, but I thought of BoJack Horseman for a second there.
That's good. Oh man.
So crab mechs, I love it.
Yeah, crab mechs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into that. Can you actually use it to attack?
Yeah, you can attack with its pincers. It lists
Cool.
the description lists all the levers, like what each lever does, and stuff like that. Like it is basically just a cool thing that I've always wanted.
That's sick. I really do like that.
Wonder why they went with crab.
Yeah, out of all
I don't
the
know.
animals,
Like out
sea
of
creatures,
literally everything, right?
just,
Like
it had to be crab.
right, they couldn't do like a Trojan horse type thing where it's like a mechanical dragon, because it's Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons, or like a mechanical owl bear, or something that could fly, like a mechanical griffin,
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
All right, taking notes on how to tweak
Taking
the
notes.
apparatus when I get it.
Yeah. Definitely take notes.
And done. Okay, who's next?
Perfect.
Well, I think Ol's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you got?
All right. So after I grew up, with my belt of dwarven kind, I have this beautiful beard now. I'm all grown up. I got my big muscles, nice and hardy. I decided to go out and adventure into the world, and living in the mountains, you don't really see the big wide world until you really walk out of there. And we've always seen streams and some ponds to get some water from, obviously. But when you get down to the southern areas, you realize that there are some pretty damn big bodies of water. And just me not understanding like how to even swim. I never freaking swum before. I don't know what I'm doing. I figured my next item that I'm definitely going to need is a folding boat.
A what?
A folding boat.
You heard him.
This is a real D&D item. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have, but I mean, it's insane. Let me just explain it.
Yeah, because I've never heard of this before.
It's a good item. It's surprisingly very nice. Folding boat. This object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It weighs 4 pounds and floats. It can be opened to store items inside. This item also has 3 command words, each requiring you use an action to speak it. One command word causes the box to unfold into a boat that is 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. The boat has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lateen sail. Lateen? I've never seen that word before, sorry. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. The second command word causes the box to unfold into a ship 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep. The ship has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar, an anchor, a deck cabin, and a mast with a square sail. This ship can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably.
Oh my god.
When the box becomes a vessel, its weight becomes that of a normal vessel, its size, and anything that's stored in the box remains in the boat, which is also insane. The third command word causes the boat to fold back into a box, provided that no creatures are aboard. Any objects in the vessel that can't fit inside the box remain outside of the box. Yeah. Insane item. Like, you could literally go on a voyage with an entire adventuring party with a folding boat that goes in your freaking pocket. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the most interesting items in D&D.
I don't know if that's more ridiculous than the giant mech crab or not. I can't believe that exists as like an official item.
That's an actual item.
Says the man who wants his clothes to smell like pork.
Yeah.
So,
What the hell?
if you want to talk about game breaking, sheesh.
Yeah, nothing quite breaks the game like smelling of salted pork when you're wandering around in the wilderness.
That's a terrible idea. You know how many things you're gonna attract?
I mean, I do that IRL anyway, so like whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we first met. I was really hungry and I sniffed and I was like, "Ooh, pork!" And I was like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? Do you have the
look
pork?"
at that! Holy crap! Wow.
You look like somebody who plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, I do. So where's the pork? Like,
Pork? Salted
I
pork?
was promised pork.
But yeah, folding boat, absolutely insane. 15 creatures. 5 sets of oars. That's crazy for a little 12-inch box.
Fun fact, in my youth, I've killed a monster with a folding boat.
Really?
Yeah, it was really big, tried to eat me. I couldn't attack with anything. I could only attack with something small. Took it out of my pouch, shoved it in its mouth, said, "Boat!" And it blew its fucking head off.
That's amazing.
I love that. Wait, so you said that the boat, like the box itself, is a 12-inch box?
Yeah, it's literally
12 inches long, which is a foot.
12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. That's all it is.
All right, so 12 or 6 tall, 6 wide, but 12 inches long.
Yeah, it's like a large jewelry box, essentially.
I'm actually so I have a one of these Chessex vinyl mats on my table.
Yeah.
It's the mat that I used for our one of our more recent videos that you can find on the YouTube channel, where I did an unboxing of the Old School Essentials Kickstarter that just finished and went live, and you should totally check that out.
Absolutely.
Definitely check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that's 6 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How the hell did you say a 12-foot boat? Or
no.
24 feet?
24 freaking feet, man.
What?
8 feet wide, 6 feet deep.
Dude, that's like the size of a coffer.
Yeah.
Like, and a 24-foot boat fits in that?
Apparently so. Gotta love the term wondrous item.
Yeah, you gotta love wondrous.
Yeah, in the item's defense, it is folded. So, there you have it.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. If only we could fold your crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good too. You could do some crazy shit with origami, man.
We could put the damn crab on the boat. We don't even have to fold it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or we could have the crab. You could tie the boat to the crab, then just tow the boat.
Yeah.
True.
All
right.
If your sail.
Writing it down.
Something. Yeah.
Write it down. Write that down.
Write that down too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my second item. I absolutely love folding boat. I think that's so funny. Stavi, you're up next. What's your third item on your list there, buddy?
So there are
what does it smell like, sir?
Yeah, that's important.
Well, that depends on what item I choose. So let me go ahead and roll a dice here, actually.
Okay.
Here, let me get my official Crithalla Podcast dice tray here.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but if you watch that video of the unboxing, you will see it.
Mm-hmm. It's in there.
It's in there. I made sure of it.
It is.
So 1, 2, 3 on a D6, it's going to be one item, and then 4, 5, 6 is going to be the other item. So
fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my item smells like death.
Oh boy.
Like actual death, like death and destruction. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
When I was a wee wizard, a couple of friends of mine decided that we were going to take a trip down to a place that promised us a bunch of treasure and fame and fortune and wealth and infamy beyond measure. However, upon entering, countless of my companions were either burnt to a crisp immediately or teleported back to the beginning of the dungeon completely naked. It was a very, very interesting time.
Strange.
Yeah. And there was one particular yawning sort of portal of a face of a demon-like creature with these large horns on his forehead, and do not go inside the creature's mouth. If you ever find this place, I left a Yelp review. It's not the best. It's one of the worst places I think I've ever went on a vacation for treasure.
Man, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's awful. Don't step into the mouth. But this is the talisman of the sphere.
Oh.
It is it looks like a brass chain with a face pendant on it with green emerald eyes. And it resembles that of the face from the Tomb of Horrors, if you guys are familiar with the Tomb of Horrors. When you make an intelligence arcana check to control a sphere of annihilation while you're holding this talisman, you double your proficiency bonus on the check. In addition, when you start your turn in control with control over a sphere of annihilation, you can use an action to levitate it 10 feet plus a number of additional feet equal to 10 times your intelligence modifier. You basically, you get to control a sphere of annihilation and maneuver it around, and basically you control a black hole effectively. Because normally when you cast it, it stays in place and it just stays there. This makes it so that way you could actually manipulate it around, and that's
nuts.
It's super powerful. it's kind of ridiculous. Like the ability to control a black hole and just absolutely vaporize anything it comes into contact with.
Yeah. Wow. Holy crap. So it would literally just descend. What, a sphere of annihilation? I've never heard of that. Is that it? So it's just do you know how big that is? I'm curious.
Oh, I want to say it's like a 3 or 4 foot sphere or something like that. Like it's not super massive. You know, we're not.
It's decent though.
Yeah,
it's definitely decent.
Now I kind of want to look it up because I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Is the the sphere. I'm gonna give me 1 second. I'm looking into this tome that yells at me.
Go for it.
Yeah.
While he's having an argument with his books, little fun side fact: the Sphere of Annihilation is actually an artifact in Magic: The Gathering now.
Is it really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I think it's in the Baldur's Gate one, maybe? Or the Forgotten Realm one of the two. But it's a card now.
That's sick. I don't know why I've never heard of a sphere of annihilation before.
Because you still have your sanity.
That's true. You're not a psycho who would actually use one of these things.
True.
So Sphere of Annihilation is itself a wondrous item. It is a 2-foot diameter black sphere. It is a hole in the multiverse, hovering in space and stabilized by a magical field surrounding it. It obliterates all matter it passes through and all matter that passes through it. Artifacts are the exception. Unless an artifact is susceptible to damage from a sphere of annihilation, it passes through the sphere unscathed. Anything else that touches the sphere but isn't wholly engulfed and obliterated by it takes 4d10 force damage.
OP.
It's kind of wild, and it can move through portals or extra dimensional space.
Wow.
So you can actually have it like go through a planar portal and like really do some. It could even go through a portable hole.
Oh, true.
Which is kind of cool. So,
dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
I like how your 3 items went from like, this is like, like early to mid game, adventuring tool, and then it goes to like late game, like, I have like the best robe in the game, and now it's just you are a god destroying the world.
Well, there's a reason for that, okay? This wizard is like, I am tired, and I am sick and tired of living in a world that constantly is trying to dirty one's robes. So the only way to solve that crisis is to destroy the world.
Makes a lot of sense.
1 2-foot diameter sphere at a time.
Yes, there can't be dirt if there's no world. So
that's correct. Yeah. Correct. And that is my goal. That is my mission as a wizard.
I would hate to be in your adventuring party like, oh god, dust!
It's Sphere of Annihilation.
Stop, please, God, that's like a 4 time today.
Yeah, you're on the road into town, a horse gallops by a little too fast, he gets some mud on his shit, and he destroys the fucking forest.
I throw the sphere at the horse, like I just whip it at it from down the trail.
Yeah, all of a sudden the guy's just riding the neck and the front legs like a friggin' Looney Tunes cartoon. He's like, what happened, Betsy?
He's got like one of those hobby horses where it's just a horse head on a stick,
Yeah. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, destroy the dust.
Destroy it all.
Destroy the dust.
I love it.
That sounds like a Crithalla shirt right there.
I did it. Yeah.
Destroy the dust.
Destroy the dust.
Yeah, that's good. Great items, dude. Honestly.
Yeah. I so picture when he was telling us that, like, the fire dimmed and it got dark around him.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Just like this seething hatred for all things dirty.
Yeah, all the lights on the tree turned blood red, and we're just like, oh shit.
My god is Swiffer.
Don't make him say his catchphrase, who smells pork?
Oh my god, I love that.
Oh man, I want to make like a familiar and just call him Stanley Steamer.
Yes. Oh my god, he just goes around cleaning up little tiny dust particles.
Right? He's just like this magical broom that just kind of flies around and just sweeps everything in front of me wherever I walk.
Oh my god. You're so pompous.
Writing it down.
That's a great character, though. I love that.
Yeah, that's fun. It's very Fantasia, like the old Disney movies.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
I'll even go one better. I'll play that character for you.
Yeah.
I give you permission to play this wizard.
I'll be like, sir, there's dust. Watch out, sir.
Oh man, that's good. All right, Mike, you got a maybe a final item over on that list over there?
Number 3? Yes.
Yeah.
I have been doing this adventuring for a long time. I've become a jack of all trades of things, studied some things, learned some things, forgot some things, forgot a lot of things. Like how to not have body pain when I wake up, but that's another story. But
Fair.
what I know that I've always loved, and I had once, and hopefully can, if Yule Claws on Yulemas deems me good enough.
Yeah.
I would love to have Daern's Instant Fortress.
Oh, the Instant Fortress. Yes.
Oh, this is such a cool item.
Yeah.
It's a 1-inch metal cube. Toss it on the ground. Say the command word. Grows to a 30-foot high tower with battlements. The door only opens on my command, and you're gonna like this, Dan. It is immune to the knock spell.
Oh, yes! I love it!
So no one can get in unless you want them to.
Yes!
Plus, as most things that I create or use, everything can be used as an attack if you use it offensively, and you can throw it in a group of people, and they have to make a dex save or take 10d10 bludgeoning damage as the tower just grows where they are.
Oh my god. That's massive damage.
Yep, it's made out of adamantine. It's magical. It can't ever be tipped over, so it withstands weather. It's immune to damage from non-magical weapons. It has resistance to all other things. So, if home is where the heart is, my heart's in my chest, so my house should be in my pouch. So, I'd like to bring it with me.
Wow, that was deep.
That was a perfect analogy. Wow.
Thank you so much. I'll be here all day. But yeah, I've actually had that before, and I remember another player was trying to go into it, and because you could decide if it has doors, where the doors are, if it has windows.
Yeah.
It's basically how you want it to look. And he kept trying to get into my tower, and the DM's like, you can't get in. He's like, there's no doors? And he's like, no, not unless Mike says there's a door, and he's not home right now. And I was like, yeah, why would I keep the door there? I'm not home. You're lucky I didn't take the tower with me.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So
The only counter to a knock spell, but can it counter a Sphere of Annihilation?
Debatable.
Well, the Sphere of Annihilation does damage. It has resistance, so it'll take half.
It's called Daern's
Instant Fortress, yes.
Daern's Instant Fortress. I want to see if it is an artifact.
Oh, yeah, because that's the only way it wouldn't be.
No, it's Wondrous. It's a rare Wondrous.
rare, wondrous item. It's not an artifact. It's possible that a Sphere of Annihilation might be able to
It will.
knock on that door.
Yeah, the second I see, like, someone standing there holding a talisman and a ball of nothing coming out my thing, I'm shrinking that shit down.
Smelling like fucking salted pork.
Yeah, the second I get a whiff of pork on the air, I'm moving my tower. I'm gonna put that shit in my apparatus, take my apparatus somewhere else.
God, what a fucking horror story that is. Like, just in the dark, you smell salted pork, and then you just hear like this like otherworldly kind of like whoa, 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 whoa sound, and like this small black sphere comes flying through the forest.
Yeah, it's like, I smell death.
And you just hear, like, on the wind, I hate dust. I'm like, oh god.
I hate dust.
Oh, run!
Run!
Quick, clean the village! Sweep up, sweep up!
I absolutely love that item, though. It's so great. I had a player have it once, and the shenanigans that you could get into with it, too. It's just...
Mm-hmm.
It's a great item, and it's great. It's just always good to have. You never have to worry about camping out in the wilderness. It's just like, here's my fortress. Let's go hang out, you know? It's a great item.
Yeah, like, I primarily really enjoy the wondrous items, because wondrous items, they're very, like, fairy tale, fable, mythical. They're random, they're chaotic. There's no rhyme or reason. Like, not one item is similar to the other, really. Like, I would rather a wondrous item. I would rather a minor wondrous item that is like a whistle that when I blow it, like 2 bluebirds show up and like tell me a secret, than like a sword that can cut through a building.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, I'm going to see what the bluebirds are up to. And then like they'd be like, hey, the blacksmith is sleeping with the bartender. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, good to know.
Some nice rumors.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have.
I want the Brood Witch as a wondrous item.
Oh, yeah.
With the sun-dried tomatoes, you know?
Yeah.
it just teleports you to another plane of existence every time you eat the Brood Witch. Why is everything I talk about food?
Are you hungry?
Well, I mean, we are kind of recording around dinner time right now, so...
Oh, yeah, no.
Just a little hungry guy.
I got a hungry belly.
Hungry belly. I'm a hungry boy.
I'm a hungulus. Says Gumby. Gumbo.
Yeah. He's gnawing on Mike's finger over there. I'm hungry, Dad, please.
Dad. Hey, Dad.
And I'm like, it's okay.
Numb.
I'll puree some pork for you when we're done. It's okay.
All right, so Mr. Ol.
Yeah.
What is the last thing you want to ask for from Mr. Yulmus?
So I had a couple more on the list, but I feel like everyone's we're at this end game massive crazy items. So while successfully unfolding my boat and going on wonderful nautical adventures with all my friends, you get into some really strange places. You arrive at islands, you arrive at different cities that you've never seen before, and sometimes you just come across like a really strange settlement with really strange people that have really strange items. And something that I've always seen but never was able to obtain that I hope I can get for this year's Yule is the deck of many things.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. This is probably the most cliche pick. I'm sure everyone saw this one coming, but if we're going to talk about death and destruction and giant castles, I mean, we have to talk about one of the most ridiculous items in D&D, and that is indeed the deck of many things.
Bar none.
I love that deck. I love using it. I love pulling from it.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know the deck of many things, man, it's a big explanation, but I'll just read the description off of Roll20 here. Usually found in a box or pouch, this deck contains a number of cards made of ivory or vellum. Most, 75%, of these decks have only 13 cards, but the rest have 22. Before you draw a card, you must declare how many cards you intend to draw, and then draw them randomly. Any cards drawn in excess of this number have no effect. Otherwise, as soon as you draw a card from the deck, its magic takes effect. We'll get into the magic in a minute. You must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous draw. If you fail to draw the chosen number, the remaining number of cards fly from the deck on their own and take effect all at once. Once a card is drawn, it fades from existence. Unless the card is the Fool or the Jester, the card reappears in the deck, making it possible to draw the same card twice. So, yeah, I have seen it in a 13-card deck. I know there is 22, but each card just has something crazy, insane. Do you guys have a remember? I know all of us have a story of the deck of many things. Do you maybe have like a favorite card by any chance?
Mike, why don't you go first, since you're the elder?
Well, thank you so much. I personally like the one that gives you like an 18 charisma and a keep.
Oh, yes.
I forgot the exact name of the card.
I'm looking for it. The Throne. You gain proficiency in Persuasion skill and double your proficiency bonus on checks made with the skill. In addition, you gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which you must clear out before you can claim it as yours. And that happens immediately as soon as you draw the card.
Yeah, like it basically makes you like I personally like the more social stats. I like intelligence, wisdom, like charisma more than strength, dex, con. I think they're better like for role playing, and it fits my personality better. So that's a good increase to that. Plus, it comes with an adventure, and you get like a thing. You get like a home base out of it. Like that's like my favorite positive card. My favorite negative one is we just get freaking sucked to a lower plane. Your soul just gets sucked there, and you're imprisoned there. And your body's still alive, and...
Yeah, that one's the Donjon. You appear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional sphere. Everything you were wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied when you disappeared. You remained imprisoned until you are found and removed from the sphere. You can't be located by any divination magic, but a wish spell can reveal the location of your prison. You draw no more cards. Obviously.
It just comes with a story attached. And if the rest of the group really liked you, they would try to find you and make that part of like the quest to find you, and that could be like a whole campaign unto itself to bring you back.
Yeah, at that point though you're rolling a brand new character.
Oh, for sure. Until you get that
100%.
character back.
How are you ever getting him back?
It would be cool if like that happened. Like, say if that happened to you, me, you know, all three of us, because we're DMs, and instead of us rolling new characters, we took over running the game for the rest of the group, for them to find us. And then when they found us, we'd be players again. Like, that would be interesting.
That would be sick.
That would be a really dope, like, dynamic for that to happen.
Yeah.
But then there's super basic ones, too, just like Sun. You gain 50,000 XP and a wondrous item, which the DM just literally just picks whatever the hell he wants. Like that one's just, and it's just basic, and it's just crazy. 50,000 XP, god damn.
Yeah, do they still have? I know in second edition you used to just get a follower. Is that still one of the cards where you just get like a low level guy?
Yeah.
With the knight, you get a 4th level fighter.
Yes.
Yeah, it just shows up and it's like, what do you need, my lord? And like, I don't fight that. Like,
that reminded me of Age of Empires.
Yeah.
I forget what he says, but he says something like, "What? Yeah, just what you said. What do you need, my lord?" Or something
that voice always reminds me of the Warcraft, like, you know, real time strategy game before WoW, And like the peasants
Oh.
would be like, more work,
Oh,
Yeah.
more work.
My favorite card out of the deck of many things is the moon card. Yeah, you are granted the ability to like cast wish or something. I think it's like one
Oh,
d
yeah.
3 times, so you
Mhm.
roll a d6 and have it.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude, you can cast wish 3 fucking times.
3 times.
Yeah. Now I wonder, like, if you were to cast wish, right? What if your wish was, I wish for another deck of many things,
I guess that would work, right?
and then you just like, if you had 3 wishes, my 3 wishes are I want 3 22 card deck of many things, and then you just keep drawing cards. I'm gonna draw 22 cards
Forever.
forever.
And you're gonna have 20 knights at your side. You're gonna be locked in prison 3 times over.
Yeah.
But you'll probably be level 20 with all the 50,000 experiences you're getting.
Oh, definitely, dude.
The funny thing is, like, if people just did that, I'd be like, yeah, you can do that. So what character are you playing next? Because you've won. Congratulations.
Yeah, you literally just won.
You won D&D.
Congratulations.
And that's why I think the deck of many things is just absolutely like the most insane item ever in D&D. I mean, it between the hard lows and the really crazy highs, you never know what you're going to get. It can completely alter your entire campaign just by drawing one card.
Yep.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, you got to be a very, not even like good DM, because I don't think I'm the best DM, but you got to be a very like willing to destroy your story, like roll the dice on that, which I am all the time, just to see what happens, and it keeps me on my toes because like, well, this is now the status quo. Now I got to make a new story. So like, sometimes it's good to just throw a sphere of annihilation in the mix, and you know, just go on from there.
And there's so many role-playing aspects to it too. Like I know like there's the one where like there's a devil that follows you and it like whispers in your ear. Like the amount of role-playing from that one character now that you can get is it's second to none. I mean, there's so much stuff you could do with that.
Yeah, I really like the deck. I mean, you could also always limit it. Like I said, I just ran a game a few weeks ago and it only had 4 cards in it because I had 4 players. So I limited it so each one can pull 1 if they wanted. And I also made them all pull it at the same time, so they couldn't chicken out if someone pulled the card, then fucking burst into flames and died. And be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, no, you're all doing it all together at once or not at all.
Yeah. It's like Russian roulette, but with playing cards.
Yeah, literally.
Like literally.
Exactly.
Yep.
So these have all been great items, and I genuinely hope that You'll Miss Man grants us, all of us, with the things that we wish for.
Yeah, I really hope so. I hope our wishes are heard, and maybe it gets into the ear, and hopefully, when we go to sleep tonight, we'll wake up to all these wonderful presents.
I really do hope so. I even put like a little asterisk, for like the gifts that I want for a stocking stuffer. And just real quick, it's actually a bundle item. Like when you go to like, I don't know, like Costco or something, and they have like those bundled items, like the deodorant or the hot sauce or whatever, where it's just like a box with like 4 of them in there.
Yeah.
So like I want something like that, but I want it to contain an oil of slipperiness and a portable hole for my own reasons.
I can only imagine. Little portable hole just sliding right in. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, it's like an Acme, like a Wile E. Coyote kind of like trap. You just throw down the slippery thing and you just slap the portable hole on like a wall and you push somebody into it. Yeah.
Then they just go into an extra dimensional space, right? I think that's what it is.
Oh, I don't know. I've never gone in one.
Not me neither. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying. Just literally portable.
You could even make it worse. Instead of a portable hole, get a Well of Worlds. A Well of Worlds looks like a portable hole, but if you go in it, you go to a random plane of existence, so they could slip and wind up, in the plane of water and just drown for all eternity.
Oh, Jesus. That's terrible.
I mean, happy Yule Miss, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, my bonus, what I really want, and I hope that we all get it, because it is such a useful item, I really hope I get coal.
Coal?
Yeah.
In this economy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can cook food with it. You can maybe make torches with it. You can go into a dungeon, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I hope I get coal. It's only helpful. And I could probably sell it for some money, too.
Yeah, raw resources, especially out here.
Yeah.
That would be very useful. Actually,
Yeah.
I will also take coal, mostly for alchemical reasons, but
Yeah, that too.
yeah.
I'd rather not have coal. It kind of gets everywhere and it gets on your fingers, and so.
My robes!
Your robes!
See? See? Look, you did it to yourself!
Oh, man.
Oh no, I smell pork! Sphere of annihilation! No more dust!
I love this Incredible Hulk complex that this character has, where whenever his robes get dirty, he just unleashes spheres of annihilation.
It's good character development. We're really getting crazy with your character now. It's fantastic.
I just love that he goes straight to 100 Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Because he gets a little bit of dust on his robes. Oh, that's funny. I love that.
That is funny. That's so funny. But yeah, so I hope we get all our presents this year.
Yeah, and everybody who's listening too. I hope you guys get all of the D&D or other tabletop RPG supplements that you've been asking for all year round.
Yes.
More than anything, I hope that everybody who is listening has a safe holiday and has long and loving memories of playing tabletop RPGs with your friends and your family and other loved ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope everyone had a great year. I hope you all have a great New Year's as well.
Yeah, we probably won't see you guys until after the new year.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I actually really would like to take a moment and just thank everybody who has supported us this year. We started in January getting this whole thing together, and it truly has been a blessing to really get this going and to get our groove into it and have people support us and comment and like our stuff and really get into what we're creating here. And we really can't thank you enough.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, like my fellow crit hosts here, and everyone listening and enjoying what we're saying, I would probably just be doing this in a dark room by myself. So thank you for listening. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, really, thank you guys for listening.
And may all your gifts smell of pork.
Yes.
May all of your gifts smell of pork.
And just, I really hope you don't have some flump around the corner going, actually, that actually smells like smoked venison. I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, that is a brace of conies, with rosemary and herbs. That is not salty pork.
You imbecile.
You imbecile.
Wow, he's got a lot of ranks in cooking. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean that was his background, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, thank you everybody who has been participating in our little journey into the wild, crazy world of podcasting and content creation for the world of tabletop role-playing games. I would also like to say, on a more personal level, this past year, with everything that's been going on, both in the real world and in my personal world, this has been an excellent avenue for myself to kind of focus a lot of creative energy that I've been kind of bottling up due to the fact that tabletop RPG games haven't really been realistic for me over the past year.
Yeah.
And so having a platform to kind of just mess around with my buddies here and interact with you guys and have you guys listen to our content and participate in all the polls that we've been accumulating and the giveaways that we've been doing and the YouTube videos that we've been putting up and everything like that and the comments that you guys have been making, it genuinely is a privilege. I hate to sound very cliche, but genuinely it is a privilege and it is a lot of goddamn fun to do this. So thank you everybody who's been listening and everything. Just thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Really.
Thanks a lot. It means a lot.
All right. Cool. Well, yeah, again, thank you guys so much. If you don't know, we have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter, where every day we post. Mostly every day we post. We post D&D memes, so you can come check us out. That's also where you'll get all of the information for giveaways we ever do, updates about what we're doing, and stuff like that. We also have a YouTube channel where we post a video version of this podcast. We also post other videos, just like how Stavi said before. He just posted an unboxing review. We usually do reviews. Sometimes we'll do top fives or story time videos. We've been working it all out, but that's pretty much it. And then, of course, we have this wonderful little Crithalla podcast. Stavi, do you have any plugs for this episode?
I actually do, Dan. So
okay.
no, this is something interesting because I've been getting a lot of emails recently for projects that I've backed on Kickstarter over the last 2 years. With the way that shipping has been going on and all this other stuff, like internationally, it's taken a while for this stuff to actually get to not only the USA, but get to where I live.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have seen the Old School Essentials, like epic Dungeon Master unboxing video that I did with like the $200 like massive bundle with all the books and the DM screen and all that stuff. This is not necessarily D&D related, but it is tabletop RPG related. My partner, Jackie, and we are big fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I forget the name of the company, but it was the company that made the RPG game Root, which is those funny little animals. And it's kind of a cool game, but they're making an Avatar: The Last Airbender tabletop RPG, and we funded like the biggest collection for that too. So we're going to be doing.
Is it Magpie?
Magpie Games, that's right.
This just a little side note. This literally happened in one of the recent podcasts where like you couldn't remember. And Mike was like, "It's Magpie." You're like, "Yeah, Magpie Games."
Oh yeah.
And Mike's like, "It's Magpie."
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's coming out. I do have a couple of other like OSR, which is old school Renaissance, old school D&D inspired magazines that have just come in that I have on my bookshelf that I haven't even opened and looked through yet that are coming. Or I have ones that are here and ones that are coming. I mentioned in the unboxing that I was also going to do more broad like RPG reviews, like flip throughs of like core rule books of other RPG games. Because believe it or not, there are other RPGs out there aside from Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
I know. It's blasphemy.
No,
it's blasphemy.
What?
Ridiculous.
It's either D&D or use your dice for Monopoly. What are you talking about?
It's my personal mission to try to like spread that awareness to get people playing as many other games as possible, because there is some incredible stuff out there. Like, Call of Cthulhu, Traveler, Starfinder.
Yeah, there's a lot of good superhero, comic book inspired games, sci-fi, horror, mech, want to fight a kaiju. It's basically a hobby for your imagination, so don't just stick with one, just broaden a bit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
try other systems because they're really fun. But I'm also going to be doing flip throughs of a couple of other core RPG books at some point. And I hinted at this, but there is one particular massive, literally physically massive thing that is going to be coming probably by like maybe February or March-ish. Should be showing up in the mail, and it's going to be very hard for my camera to capture all of it. But that is definitely something that I'm going to be doing a review on. That's more of a secret.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, keep it a secret.
Yeah,
I
I'm going
think
to keep
that'll
it
be better.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be pretty
Keep it
badass
secret,
when you
keep
guys
it
see
safe, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We just saw a little sneak peek of it yesterday. It's insane. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. That's going to be crazy.
But that's all I got. Those are all my plugs.
All right, cool. Mike, it's the end of the year.
Crap.
It's the end of the year. I don't even remember what episode this is, but enough's enough. Do you have a plug?
Do you have a story?
Do you have anything?
I always have a story. 20 years ago. I have things in the works, actually. I'm writing up story things for videos, or at least like audios of it. I still want to do implementing horror elements in your role-playing games. I still want to focus on maybe have like a monster of the week sort of little snippet talking about monsters and how to give them more role-playing elements and how to use them than just I attack you, claw, 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 bite. Um, Pretty much everything I seem to be working on is very story driven and just I just want more people to just be inspired. So I want to try and do as much as I can, even if it's little one-shot things, just to inspire people, spark them, maybe try something out. So that's pretty much it. So just telling stories, recording it, seeing what happens. So
That's perfect.
That's as much of a plug as you're gonna get.
That's good enough. We can't wait to see what you have in store for us. But all right, thank you guys so much for checking out the Crithalla Podcast. We all here hope you have a wonderful holiday, a wonderful new year, and it's been a wild and crazy year, but I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, we'll see you guys at some point in 2023.
Oh, I have to set up the crit cakes and the mead for Yule Claws. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Go set it up right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of it Gumbo slobbered on. He won't care. Okay, it's good.
It's set up?
Hmm?
Wait.
Yeah, we're good.
Do you hear that?
What
On
is
the roof?
What is that?
It sounds like someone's walking. Who's coming?
Is it Yule Claws?
Yeah, who's coming through the chimney? Who is that?
We have to sleep. We have to go to sleep.
Go, hurry.
Everybody, close your eyes.
Guys, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna try to catch a glimpse.
No, you have to keep your eyes closed.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it. He knows when you're
Don't
asleep.
do it. I smell pork.
Oh shit! I'm doing it. I'm getting up.
Oh my god.
Yule Claws, is that you? Actually.
Oh man.
No. This is the worst person.
No, I don't want Philip.
No, Philip.
Oh,
away.
man.
Philip, get out of here.
Get out of here, Philip.
Ah, jeez.
No one wants Philip.
Oh,
Whatever.
Oh, geez, fellas. Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe.
No spheres.
I'm eating the crit cakes.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out the Crithalla Podcast. Have a great year. Happy holidays. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye.